Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mickey C, aka TheLoLHounds, and welcome to Pre-Season 8, where I prepare my Platinum Escape. Last episode, I was 28 LP Platinum 5. I then did play a few more games, so I'm going to quickly summarize them now. So I first of all had a Jungle Warwick game, but unfortunately, the enemy Vi and Kleptomancy Ezreal got super fed, so we lost that game in the 25th minute. This was then followed by a pretty decent Talon game where I ended up with a score of 8-3-7 and managed to pick up the win. Next, I got auto-filled to support and I decided to play Pantheon for some reason, and I actually didn't play that badly. This game was very hard, however, because our Riven actually admitted that she was boosted because her main account was only Silver 5, and looking at her match history, I don't doubt her. She wasn't the only reason that we lost, but it did make it a bit harder. The next game was a Talon game, and once again I didn't play that badly, but it was one of those games I had to play perfect if I wanted to carry my team, so I ended up with a score of 6-2-3. At this point, I think I was a little bit tilted, so in the next game, I don't think I played well at all, ending with a score of 3-5-2 and losing in the 22nd minute. I was now on a 3-game losing streak, but I did manage to break that losing streak, thankfully, with a decent game going 10-4-9 and picking up the win. So this then put me at 21 LP Platinum 5, and at this point I decided to play on a second account so I can just practice and learn some other champions. So on a second account I've mainly been playing Malzahar and Rengar, as well as trying out Talon in the mid lane. So in this episode I am going to put mid lane as my preferred role and jungle as my secondary role, with the intention of playing Talon and Malzahar in the mid lane and Warwick and Rengar in the jungle. So without further ado, let's do this. So in the first game, I got mid lane and I decided to play Malzahar because my top laner wanted to play Riven and we needed some AP damage. I was up against a Vigar, and for those who don't know, Malzahar right now is one of the stronger mid lane champions. In fact, he has the highest win rate for any mid lane champion. Anyway, in the 5th minute, I wasn't really paying attention to the map and got ganked by Graves and was forced to blow my flash. The first 10 minutes of this game was basically a farming simulator for me, but then in the 12th minute, we got some help from Cho'Gath and Janna, and I managed to pick up my first kill. About a minute later, there was a bit of a fight around Dragon. Me and Riven both TP'd in, and Lulu was a little bit out of position, so we got that kill. Fast forward to the 15th minute, Graves found himself in a bit of an awkward situation. I basically just pushed my R button and we picked up another one. Janna then found herself in a bad situation and got herself blown up. And then I thought we could fight this, but then all of a sudden the whole enemy team turned up. Now, in the 18th minute, Graves was running me down with Predator. I decided to flash away because I knew Malphite and Lulu both had his back. Riven decided to teleport in and got exhausted and polymorphed, but luckily it was a 1-for-1 trade. Graves was obsessed with his Predator and once again tried to run me down, but got himself destroyed. 22 minutes into the game, Misfortune was in a 1v2, but me and Janna came to help her, and I just pushed my R button again and got another kill. 30 seconds later, I found myself in the top lane. I was very strong at this point because my farm was very high. I had a lot of gold. We took down the Vigar, and we also took down the Malphite. 24 minutes now into the game, and I decided to flash onto this Vigar, try and secure one kill, and Cho'Gath ate him alive. It was now time to look for Dragon. I didn't have much mana, but I did have blue buff at the same time, so my mana was coming back up and I was trying to do as much as I can. We took down the Graves, and then we also got 2 more kills on the Vigar and Malphite, which led to Dragon. This was also followed by Baron. With Baron, we lost a few members, but we were able to secure the bot lane inhib. But then all of a sudden, my team was starting to argue about something in the chat, not quite sure what. Cho'Gath got himself caught out, which led to the enemy team getting Baron. Misfortune was threatening to troll. Eventually, in the 37th minute, everyone decided to group up. Malphite went in with his ultimate. I decided to just flash away to be safe. I locked down the Malphite to just secure one kill. Graves also went down, and this led to us getting the bot lane inhib. Now it was time to look for the Elder Dragon, but Graves went in, dashed in, stole the Elder Drake somehow from a Cho'Gath, but Graves went down. We took down the Malphite as well. Caitlyn was also dead, and we were all alive, and so we just pushed it down mid and took down the Nexus. Into the next game, and I got jungle, and I decided to play Warwick with the Keystone Predator. Things got off to a good start as I managed to pull off successful back-to-back ganks onto this Teemo. This was followed up by me also getting a kill in the bot lane. I had just hit level 6, and it was now time to help out my mid laner who was struggling a little bit, and so I flashed in, but I got baited by the stopwatch, and I'm not quite sure what that Talia ultimate was for. 11 minutes into the game, and I was looking to kill this Teemo once again, and we did manage to do it, but Aurelion Sol, roaming from the mid lane, was able to take me down. And well, the rest of the game was pretty much just me, just feeding. And I ended up losing the game in the 32nd minute, and that may be the last time I play Warwick. Next game, I actually got auto-filled to top, so I just went back to my standard Talon top, and you can see I was asking for assistance in this brush, and guess what? It would have been a 5v5 perfect situation for us, as they would have face-checked us, but none of my team listened to me. So I gave away first blood, which meant I couldn't get first blood myself, but I still got a kill. Fast forward to the 7th minute into the game, and I roamed towards the mid lane, and I didn't have enough mana for all my spells, so I just used my ultimate to get away. I could have at least got one kill there, possibly two, but I may have died as well. I ended up baiting the Orianna in. That sucked, but no need to worry, because I managed to pick off this Vi in her jungle. Not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times in a row. Now into the 16th minute of the game. I was strong, but the game was still even. I was looking to kill the Blitzcrank, but the Shen ultimate and Kassadin came in. My ultimate wasn't available. I still had a few seconds left on cooldown. And now in the 20th minute, this looked like the perfect opportunity to get a lot of kills, but I got silenced as I jumped in. So I was only able to get the Kassadin, but luckily my team were able to clean up a few kills. And then about a minute later, I was a little bit too anxious once again to get some kills, and I ended up baiting the brand to his death. I seem to be baiting a lot of teammates recently, but now I don't have my ultimate, but I can still do something, so I try to do as much damage as possible. Dropped my ignite before going down, and Twitch and Orianna managed to clean up this fight. So after my strong early game, I've now died a few times. I was looking to assassinate this Cogmore, but he had stopwatch, and I just got collapsed on and died again. But no need to worry, as it was now my team's turn to carry the game. They ended up getting Baron, and Twitch was doing a lot of damage along with the Orianna. As we took down the Blitzcrank, they were all so low. I used my ultimate, got the Cassidy for a double kill, and we now had 2 inhibs looking to end the game, which we did eventually do. And so there you have it. I am now 44 LP Platinum 5. I think I forgot to mention that I dodged a game somewhere in there. From memory, I think it was after the Warwick game. I dodged a game where I was auto-filled to support. So I think I lost 3 LP. Maybe it's 5 LP. I can't remember. But anyway, this is going to be the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If so, drop that like button. And as always, have a nice day.